Welcome back, everybody, to yet another short video of what's going on. I am your host, Jacob Carlson, and today in this short video, I want to just simply talk about podcasts. Now, why in this particular case? Well, when I was first considering, back in the 2 years that I was considering starting a YouTube channel in the first place, one of the many concepts that I can end up finding myself doing one day is a podcast, and it's that kind of content where people, especially at this moment in time in 2024, have a varied opinion on at this point in time because back when podcasts were starting out over nearly, I want to believe, 15 years ago, podcasts were this new brand new thing that was just on the scene. And basically, what I know of podcasts is that essentially it's a lot like, well, in many ways it's different, but in many ways it's very much like a radio show. Essentially, if you've been living under a rock and you still don't know what a podcast is, essentially what it is a lot like what a radio DJ does. Basically, it's just one person or one or more people in a room, whether they're sitting at a table, with microphones, but also a computer on the desk with them, and they simply are on the air, just talking about stuff, having conversations about stuff that happens in their life, or what was on the news, or just anything like that. Like mere trivial things that people generally tend to think about on a daily basis, and basically most podcasts end up being like that to begin with. So what I particularly like personally about podcasts, in my personal opinion, is that for someone who, uh, quite shocker, is not very good at talking or being social in the first place, listening to podcasts over the years have allowed me to listen to a conversation and find out exactly how people talk to each other and how they confide in one another when it comes to all kinds of stuff in their lives, in the world, and everything in between, essentially. And that's how important podcasts have been to me for the past couple of years now. Since I want to come out of my shell, I want to be able to come out of my cave, essentially, of antisocial activities. I want to be able to go out there, meet people, make some friends, and hopefully strike up a conversation with people eventually. And so far, at this point, at the time of this video, that still hasn't happened. But I'm still determined. Fingers crossed. I am still determined, one way or another, to make some friends and have a conversation with them eventually. So basically, what podcasts can be is very simple. It's very simple once you know exactly how to do it. Um, what you'll need is a place to do it in. Maybe your house, or maybe an office building, or just an empty office space where you can dress up the room to look like a living room set, or maybe just have a table or two or something. And simple as that. Or you can just have a more casual approach and just have a couch or a love seat, or just two reclining chairs in which you'll have one person with one microphone and another person with another microphone, and you'll just sit down together with the computer and all the equipment that's required for the podcast setup. In the first place, you'll have lighting, you'll have a backdrop, you'll have a fancy location to do it in, and just have something worth talking about. Something worth having a conversation up to an hour and a half, maybe even 2 hours if you're lucky. So basically, that's pretty much all I know about podcasts, and also my personal belief that if radio DJs actually do turn their shows also into podcasts, they can grow their audience way beyond their local region of listeners. And uh, not that you'd want to do that, but it's definitely an option to do that. I've listened to a lot of radio shows over the years, and I feel like they can definitely do a podcast. They don't have to change anything about their show. They just have to record it either on camera or on speaker and advertise it and just publish it as a podcast on Spotify or on YouTube, and there you have right there, like that one guy, Joe Rogan. Yeah, that guy, the Joe Rogan Experience. That podcast, anyone who's anyone in this world has been on that podcast, and it can get pretty crazy. He's heard a lot of people over the years saying a lot of interesting stuff. I may not always agree with it, but I get why it's so popular. So, and basically that inspires me to want to start a podcast of my own, because as you no doubt see on my YouTube channel up till now, I've had a lot on my mind. I've had a lot of stuff to talk about, and basically that's all I'm going to say about that. My name is Jacob Carlson, and I look forward to starting a podcast with friends and family one day. Simple as that. And with that all said, please remember to like the video, comment something you like or don't like. If there's something about podcasts or podcasting that or maybe you are a podcaster yourself and you got some helpful tips and advice for me in order to start out one day, please let me know down in the comments section below in any of my videos, especially this one. And please remember to press the red subscribe button, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a future upload on my channel anytime soon. And also, don't forget to share the video with all the people you know and love in your life on social media, wherever you get your information and entertainment these days. And I would always ask that you please take care of each other out there, be nice to one another, and as always, I will see you in the next couple of videos. Okay, take care of yourselves. Bye-bye.